Hey everyone, my name is Lily and I'm the book blogger behind Utopia State of Mind, and today I'm going to bring you a haul video. This is kind of like, I try to think about haul videos in terms of what is kind of motivating them. A lot of the times it's like review copies. This haul is basically just like half subscriptions, half birthday presents haul. I think last year I did like a birthday haul. I didn't get as many books this year, but that was actually pretty good because my shelves are, you know, they're full. And also it kind of goes back to my 2022 resolutions, which is kind of cultivating habits and hobbies that are outside of reading. So I'm very happy about that. I'm not like really sad about that. But I also wanted to talk about some pre-order incentive stuff that I got, and also some pre-order pins just because a lot of be really fun to chat about, and a lot of them make sense like in relation to the books. So without me kind of blabbing on, let's go into it. The first one is The Bone Shard Emperor. This one was sent to me by the publisher. I'm really excited for The Bone Shard Emperor because I really loved, what was it called? The Bone Shard Daughter. I think it was The Bone Shard Daughter. It said, yes, The Bone Shard Daughter. It says so on the front. I really love The Bone Shard Daughter. I thought the magic world building was so unique. It's kind of like fantasy meets programming, kind of meets bone magic, like a lot of different things, a lot of different POVs. So I'm excited to see how the story progresses. I felt like The Bone Shard Daughter had a little bit of a slow feel to it because there's so many POVs and because we're really laying the foundation for a fantastic series. So I'm very excited for The Bone Shard Emperor to kind of get the action going. And this was sent to me by Orbit, by the way, so thank you, Orbit. The next one is a copy of Legendborn. I actually won a copy of Legendborn as a giveaway from London Shaw. London wrote The Journey to the Heart of the Abyss and also The Light at the Bottom of the World. So London was kind enough to ask me what book I wanted, and I wanted a copy of Legendborn. I really loved Legendborn because it has Arthurian feels also on a campus, but also like a college campus, by the way, but also with a very distinct feeling of like knowing about who gets to be a chosen one, who gets to be in these elite institutions and why. So, you know, lots of racism, lots of elitism talk, but also a lot of magic and a lot of heart to it. So I'm really excited for this. And I also, since I last saw Legendborn and since I got this in the mail, there's this beautiful kind of sticker on it, which I don't actually see. It said, John Steptoe New Talent Coretta Scott King Award. So I totally, awards like just totally go over my head. I feel like I see vague tweets about them, but then I also see like announcement tweets and then I completely forget about that again. So it's kind of fun that since I read the arc and now since I have this copy in my hand, it won an award. The next one is my Illumicrate debut box, I think that's what it was called, purchase of Jade Fire Gold. Now I have too many Jade Fire Golds. You'll see later in the haul, but I have already my Owl Crate edition of Jade Fire Gold. I have my Books of Wonder indie exclusive, not indie exclusive, but my Books of Wonder personalized Jade Fire Gold, which June signed for me, and I have this one, and I have another one. It's coming up later in the haul, so I love this book. You can kind of tell based on how many copies of it I have. I really also love the gold, or not the gold, but the yellow and the orange from the Illumicrate debut box. Came with a signed bookplate and also this print. But it also came with a woodmark and a pin. I will do close-ups of the woodmark and the pin for you and pop them over my face. I love woodmarks. I just do. I think it's something that feels so fun. And I don't know, for me it just feels a little bit more fun than a paper bookmark, wood marks and metal marks, both of them. And of course, you get me with a good pin. I also love how this one also features that like duality, I guess, in colors. It's orange and red and blue, and that is gorgeous. The next one, I also did not sort this. Normally I sort it and I'm really good about that. I didn't sort it this time. The next one is my copy of Weather Girl, which was signed to me by Rachel and Solomon. I ordered this from Rachel's new, like, local bookstore, I guess. So the American Book Center in the Netherlands. And I'm so excited because I loved Weather Girl so much. It is So fun, so full of heart, so emotional all at once, so steamy all at once. Rachel Lynn Solomon is an auto-buy author for me, and also when I purchased it from the American Book Center, I also got this little cute tote bag, which is the perfect size for a book. By the way, this is upside down. The perfect size for a book, so I thought that was really cute that it came with that. But at the same time that I got that, which the shipping was really fast from the Netherlands, I also got the pre-order goodie stuff for Rachel Lynn Solomon's books, which I wanted to share as well because I thought it was so cute. I have a bunch of things just like in front of me waiting for me to show. The first one was a signed book plate, which you can't see because it's so bright. The next one was this little kind of Weather Girl boot bookmark thing, which I thought was really adorable. I don't know if it's necessarily, I felt like this was a bookmark. Maybe that's just me. And then the other thing was this little print of Ari and Russell. Super cute. I don't know how I want to display my prints. Please let me know if you have suggestions about how to display your prints. I don't have any suggestions, but I need them. So anyway, that is the Weather Girl kind of bundle. The next ones are actually books that I got for my birthday. The first one is the Scorpio Races. This is in my 12 books, 12 authors project. I can't remember what the actual title of it, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this was recommended to me by Roshani Chokshi, so I'm very excited for this one. I've heard so many things about this author, both good and bad. And that's all I'll leave it as. So I'm really excited for this one because it's super hyped also. So it's like one of those things where when I read a hype book, I feel like now I'm, in the club of hype books. The next one that I got was a copy of Master of One, which, to be fair, I didn't know anything about Master of One, but then I saw the paperback edition of the new cover, and then I was like, wait, is that queer? And I'm pretty sure it is. I also didn't know it was a dual author. Like, this one completely missed me. I'm really glad that I saw that again because I'm pretty sure it is that. So I don't know, I'll report back to you, but I'm very excited for this one. And I'm glad it's one of those kind of coincidences where it's like you don't really know too much about a book. I had seen this also because I think a book box had done a special edition of this one, maybe Fairy Loot, so I'd seen it, but I just didn't, sorry, you can see my ring light. I saw it, but I didn't know anything about it until I resaw the paperback cover. The next one is a copy of The House of Sundering Flames. I have on my shelf somewhere, I think. Actually, no, I reorganized my shelf. I'm supposed to edit that TikTok at some point. You'll see it on my Instagram or my TikTok whenever I've edited it. But I reorganized my shelf, so now nothing is behind this layer of books. Before there are tons of books behind that layer of books. But I have The House of the Shattered Wings, and that's the first one. And I was really intrigued. I love the covers. I was really intrigued by this author. I felt like I read a novella by this author. I think Fireheart Tiger. That's not the name. No, I don't remember what the name of it was. I will put the cover here. So I read that novella and I was like, oh wait, I have these books by this author. I should maybe read them. So I put this one on my wish list and I'm excited that I got it. Because now if I really like the first one, I can go straight into the second one. I won't be buying / getting, hopefully, any more of this series until I know if I like it. So that's just what I gotta do. Also, I feel like the first one, does this bother you anyone else when I feel like the first one was like a matte feel to it? But this one, and also I felt like it was embossed, whereas this one is just flat. I don't mind necessarily, but those kinds of details that change within book to book it does kind of get me when those things kind of change. Then the last final birthday present I got was a copy of Wicked As You Wish, which is the paperback edition with the new cover, which I love this cover so much. I wish this had been like the original cover. This gives me everything I wanted it to give. That just now reminds me of TikTok. Because main character, splat dab on the front, and also I feel like this gives you I love the bird as well, which I think is from Avalon. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it, which was also on the pin I think I have for it, or it was on the promo material, this bird. So I really love how both of those icons are right on the front, whereas I felt like I loved the lettering of the old Wicked As You Wish. I don't know I don't know where my edition of Wicked As You Wish is, but I love this paperback one so much, and it also will match the new covers for the sequels, so I'm really glad that I have this one for my birthday, and I really liked Wicked As You Wish, so that's Rin Chupeco is an auto-buy author for me, and Wicked As You Wish was so good, and I can't wait for the sequel. The next ones are two that I hauled. Trying to take it out of the bag very carefully. The first one is Our Violent Ends by Chloe Gong. This is the Fairy Loot edition. I know I was like, oh, am I gonna buy the Fairy Loot one? Because at this point, it's the only one I'm missing. Because I have these Violent Delights. No. Yes. I've said, I've like boiled down these Violent Delights into TVD and OVE for this one so much that I forget actually what it stands for. But I have that one. You can't really see it, but I have the normal one and the Owl Crate and the Fairy Loot. And then for Our Violent Ends, I have the normal one, the Owl Crate one, and then I was kind of like, am I really gonna leave that unfinished? And I know that if you go back on, I think my haul where I'm talking about these Violent Delights, the Fairy Loot one, I'm pretty sure I'm like working through this in my head and I'm talking about it, so here it is. It has sprayed edges. It also has reverse cover art. Hold on. Let me pull it out. Because I feel like in these hauls I'm supposed to show you that kind of stuff. It's super bright, but this is what it looks like. Hopefully I got it without glare. I'll have to put this back on later. And it's pink. Our Violent Ends. And I'm pretty sure it's signed. Yeah, it's signed by Chloe. Destroyed me. Destroyed me so much. I'm going to start Foul Lady Fortune soon. And like, oof, that one is going to destroy me too. So I'm just preparing myself for that. The next one that I want to talk about is, of course, my other copy of Jade Fire Gold. Like, I can't even at this point. So as you can see, this is different. This is not yellow and orange. This is pink and green. I love that, to be honest. Like, I love how each one of them, it's a difference, and it's not like a whole new redesigned cover, but it's enough of a difference where it's very striking. And it also has stenciled edges of this thing, this sword, also pink and pink at the bottom. It is so beautiful. I love it so much. It also comes with a print/author letter. So that's great. I'm also taking it off because not only, okay, there's a lot of stuff about this edition. Not only does it have reverse dust jacket art, there you go, all of our faves right there. It also has a gold foil stencil, I don't know what it's called, someone tell me, on the naked book. I just need someone to tell me what I call this and if we're really calling these naked books. Someone help me. Anyway, there you go. It's kind of hard to see because it's so shiny and beautiful, but there you go. So this one is just so gorgeous, and now my collection is complete. And yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, I sometimes go to bed and I'm like, am I really doing this? Like, is this really what's happening? And then I commit to it, and then it happens. I gotta get the other ones off the floor. The other ones are also interesting, so let's just go through them. The first one is, this is like truly me in action. The first one is, thank you also to Orbit for sending me this one. It's a copy of Wild and Wicked Things by Francesca May. This is one of the most gorgeous proofs I've seen. The gold foil is amazing. It also has like a gold foil accents on the side. Like, it's just so gorgeous. I'm so excited for this book. I'll just read you like a little bit about it. It's The Great Gatsby meets practical magic in this lush, decadent gothic novel set in a world filled with illicit magic, romance, and murder. It's also blurred by Hannah Witten, which is author of For the Wolf. So excited for that sequel, by the way. But I'm really excited for this one. Orbit is just like an auto-buy imprint, and so I just gotta read it. Orbit was really kind enough to send that to me, so I was kind of like, yes, thank you very much. I will read that. The next one is that I got pre-ordered a copy of Jade Legacy by Fonda Lee. Jade Legacy made me cry multiple times. I'm pretty sure I talked about it in whatever wrap-up that I did when I read it. this goes on my shelf of books that I need like emotional trauma from, essentially. This one was just, I can't. If you haven't read the Jade City trilogy and you really love fantasy and you love kind of epic fantasy, family struggles, and also political stuff, you definitely should read it. It is amazing. Also, I feel like this is another one where later editions, I feel like, of Jade City didn't have like this really glossy cover anymore. It was more matte. But I'm really glad that all of mine match. And Jade Legacy is a thick book there. So I'm glad that my pre-order came. Because like I had pre-ordered it and then they were kind of like, nope, it's canceled. And it's like, well, when is it gonna come in? And they didn't really tell me. So that was a fun discovery. The next one are my 2 Illumicrate November and December books. The first one is Little Thieves. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Little Thieves like ripped out my heart and then Vanya ate it, basically. Little Thieves was so good. It is one of my favorite book discoveries of 2021. You will hear it in my 2021 favorites. Like, it is just so good. It was like emotional and ruthless. It came from my heart. It like stole it, basically. Vanya has my heart. I cannot wait for the second one. This edition from Illumicrate is gorgeous. It has these beautiful stenciled edges. Stenciled edges. Yes, stenciled edges. I don't know why I thought that I said that weirdly. Also came with this author letter and this print, which I'm taking out to show you all of the beautiful things about it. Let me just grab it. What I love so much is that Margaret Owen is such a talented person. Margaret, I'm pretty sure, drew these. So this is why it's so gorgeous. This Little Thieves on the outside. And it's like a whole nother book jacket all in one. Margaret Owen also did these illustrations. Like, what a talented human being. I can't. Margaret Owen also wrote The Merciful Crow and The Faithless Hawk, which are also fantastic kind of bone magic books. Margaret Owen has really gorgeous, intricate, almost like dark-ish, but like decadent in a very mystical, like gorgeous world building, which I love. These illustrations are fabulous. This is them. These are all of our faves here. And yeah, I just love this edition so much. It also came with a pin, which I will put a close-up on my face of. It was a really gorgeous pin. It feels very regal and very, like, what is it called? Crest. Those family crests. It feels very regal and feels very family crest. Very much something I feel like Vanya would steal, so I love that pin so much. The next one is my copy of A Marvelous Light, which is just fantastic and so difficult to film. So basically, stenciled edges, love it so much. These ones are gorgeous. They also match this, but it has this thing which I really love and I've only seen on like permanent record, the Mary H.K. Choi finished copy, like hardcover. It has this acetate jacket which has this on it, which is very difficult to film, but it has this on it, so I guess look at my face. That's really interesting. So underneath it has this beautiful, beautiful design, and it has kind of like the details of the cover on top of it. I saw that some people were not a fan of it. I personally love it. I know that it will get more dirty, like with my grubby little fingerprints, but I really loved it on Mary H.K. Choi's permanent record, and I thought that having something like of a detail on the acetate really is a striking thing, especially if you take it off. It's also the start of a series. I really hope that the rest of the ones match this one because it's gorgeous. And it also came with a pin, which is very reminiscent of the actual, it was one of those pin designs where I was kind of like, oh. It's one of those things where it's not blaringly like, oh, A Marvelous Light. It's one of those things where once you read it, you know exactly what it is. Basically, with the magic and this idea of the binding. I'm pretty sure that's also what the name of the series is, The Binding. But anyway, gorgeous. Love that pin. You've seen it now on my face. And the last thing that I wanted to share, which is not a book, but is that my pre-order like prints, which it came a little bit rumpled, so I had to put it on top of books. So hold please while I get it out from underneath these books. So my pre-order print/character cards came for Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which I will just take off my shelf. you saw it in my last haul video. It is a gorgeous, stunning, stunning, stunning book, and it's fantastic. I love it so much. And I got the print in the mail. This is still a little bit bent, but it's okay. This print, which is super, super beautiful. Again, tell me where you're putting prints. I need to know. It also came with a bookmark and came with 3 character cards. Our favorite, this is upside down. Our favorite little characters, all in card form. Also, let me know how you do cards. I'm kind of intrigued. Right now, I just keep them honestly separated in little book pouches that I have from other subscription boxes. Anyway, I want to know. This was a giant haul, but it was more than I wanted. I made the list and then I forgot about the birthday books and then I forgot about these other books. So like it got really big, but I'm very excited by it. This is one of my most beautiful hauls. To date, it's probably my most beautiful haul of 2022. Looking at you. Looking at you, baby. This was such a beautiful haul, and I'm so happy to... Orbit actually only sent me those 2 books, so it's not actually a review copy haul, but I'm so happy for those 2 books, and all of these just like Illumicrate Fairy Loot editions. Illumicrate and Fairy Loot are really bringing it, their A game. Fairy Loot and Illumicrate are certainly becoming one of my favorite, if not favorite, subscription boxes, so Owl Crate. Better watch out. Okay, I'm really excited for these books and I'm really excited to put them on my shelf. And tell me your most beautiful book that you've hauled or a book that you're eyeing and you're not sure if you should get. And I will see you in the next video, the next haul. Well, just the next video in general. I don't know when you'll see me in the next haul. But anyway, bye!